Hey everybody, what's up? Frank Fradella again on day number 6 on the 30-day video challenge. I'm having a blast doing these things. I hope you guys are having fun watching them and checking out the other videos in the 30-day video challenge. Look for the hashtag 30-day video challenge. Okay, so today's question was from Dennis Walter. Dennis's question was about, he was playing Legos with his kids, and they had pieces and parts allowing them to make things that we never, ever, ever could have made as children. And he asked me what advance in the last 10 years I've been excited about in the way that, we're capable of making things now that we literally couldn't have done 10, 15, 20 years ago. So I know exactly what he's talking about. Every time we go into like Target or Walmart or something, and I'm with my kids, and we go down the toy aisle. I was a superhero freak most of my life when I was a kid and everything. And you had the staples. You had Superman. You had Batman. I was lucky they had an Aquaman action figure. But like these kids have like Thor's hammer. How badass is that? Thor's hammer, Captain America's shield, Iron Man's helmet. Come on! So cool. Anyway, what have I been excited about? I am equally excited and terrified, as one should be, of this kind of advance in technology. In the democratization of technology in the creative fields. So what I mean by that, for a few years I ran a podcast called Lingo. And I was able to reach an audience around the world putting out a podcast from like my desk. Like I've got the mic right there and all of the technology that I need on the desk. And was able to reach tens of thousands of people with a cool thing. Print-on-demand technology for books, for comics, for magazines are allowing people to get their voice out there in a really cool way. In the film area, obviously, this is also true. I'll be able to produce this film that we're doing now and have literally global distribution the second I hit publish. That's something that filmmakers 30 years ago could never have dreamed of. Obviously, the problem now becomes how do you get eyeballs on that project, right? I mean, how do you get people to see it? When I signed, I'm also an author, for those of you who don't know. When I signed my first book deal back in, I think, 2001, we had to shop my book around to the buyers at the big box chains, Barnes & Noble, Borders, Books A Million. And there were 50,000 new books coming out every year. And they only had room for 20,000 new books on the shelves. So even if you got published, 30,000 new 30,000 new books weren't hitting the shelves. That's not fun. So now you've got this great process whereby people can just click publish and their book is on Kindle, it's on Amazon, they can get print-on-demand services in a snap. That's great. However, there is a huge downside to that. There are now 50,000 new books being published every day. Good luck with that signal-to-noise ratio. So that's a huge problem for creators now. It's just that everybody has the same opportunity to get published. There's no longer a vetting process. If you've got the juice and you've got the stones, you can get your work out there today. And I love that. But it does put us into a creative area professionally where you can no longer just be an artist. You can't just be a writer or a filmmaker or a podcaster, right? You no longer write books. You are now in the business of marketing books. You're in the business of marketing your art. You're in the business of marketing your podcasts, of your film. Marketing, getting people to watch what you've created is more than half the job. A lot more than half the job. I'd say a good 90% of the job, because the act of creation is going to take you that amount of time, even if that time is 2 years, compared to the lifespan of that product now, because the lifespan is now infinite. It used to be that like a book had a shelf life. You would go out there, and if it didn't sell in a certain amount of time, then they pulled it to make room for other books. Now you've got an evergreen product, and if you sold 1,000 books this month, congratulations. There's still 300 million people in America who've never heard of you that you can still market to, still sell that book to, still get out to an audience. So your work as a marketer never ends. And yet I still see so many people focusing on the act of creation and very few people actually taking the time to learn about how to market their stuff. And I think that that's the problem. You get a lot of people just glutting the market. And again, like I said before, the signal to noise ratio is much, much higher now. So lower. Signal to noise, lower. You know what I'm saying. Anyway, that's it for today. I do have another question from Dear Bird, but we've gone long today. Tell me to shut up next time, people. Please subscribe to the channel, leave a comment below, share it with your friends, like it, thumbs up it, make out with it, whatever. Make it weird, man. I don't care. So now I know what happens when you're recording a video on your phone and then you get a phone call. It just stops. It's like you're not recording anymore. The phone call is more important. Definitely more important. That's a public service announcement from me to you. And you're welcome. I'll see you guys tomorrow.